everybody. I hope you're all having a wonderful day. It is time to shop my stash. I know some of you may be wondering where my project pan is. That is coming up next. I was just trying to finish off one or two things before my finale. I'm thinking I'm going to do my finale a little bit earlier this year than usual. So that video is coming. Don't worry. I didn't skip it. So today is going to be a shop my stash. And if you don't know what a shop my stash is, I'm going to be going through my collection that I have out on my vanity, putting away a bunch of things into my collection and then pulling out new things to use. And this is always a great way for me to make sure I'm rotating through my stash. So let us start up here. So this is my Project Pan lip gloss I'm trying to finish. I think it's basically finished at this point. In order to get this out, I think I would need to take out the stopper, but I'm still trying to scrape out as much as I can. But anyway, that's going to stay there. But over here we have some lip liners. It's a Project Pan one, but these two I've been using, so I can put these away. This is Anastasia lip liner in hazelnut. Oh, this lip liner, by the way, worked out very well with this lipstick from Lisa Eldridge. So this is the shade Meet Me in Berlin, and I was kind of on a mission to make brown lipstick work for me this past month. And these two products together, Hazelnut from ABH and then Meet Me in Berlin from Lisa Eldridge, were a beautiful combination. I really, really enjoyed that. And the other lip liner I had pulled out was the shade Natural from NYX, which looks like this. I did use a few colorful liners this past month. So first from Kaleidos, I believe this is the shade Limelight. It is an incredibly glorious green eyeliner. And this one from Urban Decay, every single time I wear it, I get comments. And I just love it. I think this was a limited edition shade. It's the shade Vivid. And then this little mini one from Charlotte Tilbury. This is the Pillow Talk eyeliner, but it's not, I don't know, the usual shade I would call Pillow Talk. It's kind of a mulberry brown. It's a very interesting shade. Very, very rich and pretty on the eyes. This is a Project Pan item. So finally, I feel like I've come to terms with this e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. I've had this out for months, testing it with different products, and I think I've decided that I do like it. I think it does help makeup look better longer. It's just one of those products, it took me an eternity to finally come to that conclusion. So I'll put this in the video at the end of the month where I talk about products I'm ready to review. I can put my MAC Studio Radiance away. I have the shade N1. Also my Merit foundation. I wore this quite a bit in the past month. I use the shade Linen, which honestly, I think that one is a little bit too dark for me, but I make it work. And then in this little compact, I have my Salt New York foundation. Rather, I should say Skin Tint. And look at that beautiful pan. I'm probably going to show you this again in my Project Pan update. I was so happy. That's a brand new pan. Anyway, and I love the Sneaky Balm. This Sneaky Balm is an absolute delight. But for now, I'm going to put it away. This is one of those items when I'm trying to finish my Project Pan. I feel like I'm really close, so we're going to leave that out. All right, now as for the rest of these lip products, this is the lipstick I was trying to reach for my Project Pan, so that is also going to stay out. I did wear this lipstick from MAC. This is Velvet Teddy, and I really, really enjoy this nude lipstick. Beautiful. I've had these out for a few months. I think I can put these away for now. I'll probably end up pulling them out again, but these are both in the shade Black Honey from Clinique. This is the Almost lipstick, and this is the gloss. I think I did use this one time, but since I can't remember, I'm going to leave it out. This is the Superstay Ink Crayon from Maybelline in the shade Enjoy the View. So I'll leave that here. I'm pretty sure I used my Tower 28 Balm, or I should say this is the Lip Softy in Dolce de Leche. But I know I didn't use these, so I'm going to leave these out. This gloss from Fenty. This has been out for a little bit. Maybe I should declutter it. I have a hard time using that one. I've had it for a long time. I'll think about that, I guess. But then this product from e.l.f., I know that I love this. I just didn't get to this. This is the Hydrating Core Lip Shine in the shade Ecstatic, and it is a beautiful kind of black cherry shade. So we'll leave that out as well. All right, moving on to the little drawers here. Okay, so I had been testing the RMS bronzer in the shade Beach Walk Betty. Holy moly, do I love this. I did put this in my reviews already, so I can put this into my stash. This one's in my Project Pan. And then otherwise, I also had the e.l.f. Putty Bronzer out in the shade Honey Drip. I was trying to determine if I wanted to keep it in my collection, and I also wanted to make sure it was still nice and moist and not dried out. This is very nice still, so I'm going to keep it for now. Here we have concealers. I use those rotating, so I don't really need to pull out a specific one per month. Here's my eyebrow products, but here we have highlighters. This one from NARS is my Project Pan, but I can put this one from Rare Beauty away. This is the pink one in the shade Mesmerize, and I still love this. I also adore this one from Nabla. This is the shade Ozone. It's wonderful. I also have my Flower Beauty Day Glow in the shade Stunner. And I have two more in here that I was testing last month, but I've been testing them extensively, so I think I can put both of these away. These are both very similar products, but one is luxury and one is drugstore. So first from L'Oreal, this is the Lumi Le Glace highlighter stick. I have mine in the shade Glassy Pearl Eclat, which that's what that looks like. It's very, very beautiful. This is a new product from L'Oreal. I'm really enjoying it. But then this one was a wishlist product from Chanel, and my husband picked this up for me. I was so happy. This is the shade Sculpting in Chanel's Balm formula, and it is also very pretty. I'm trying to show you the shine. There, you can kind of see. Oh, beautiful. Similar to the one from L'Oreal. On the skin, it sure looks like it. In those swatches, you can tell the difference. But on my face, they do look very, very similar. But anyway, I enjoyed this immensely. I'm ready to put it into my collection. Okay, now for all the blushes that I used last month. So first, we have Anastasia. This is the stick blush in the shade Latte, which looks like that. It's actually a very, very pretty winter shade. Let me see. Also, I have from Nudestix. This is the shade Nude Buff, which is much warmer than that ABH stick, and I love them both. Let's see. Also in here, I have the Cheek Dew from ColourPop. I think these have been discontinued. Am I wrong or right about that? I think it has, but this is the shade Psst, and it's unique in my collection, and I love it. This is very, very cool toned mauve on me, and I just love it. I also have one from Milani. This is the shade Sunset Passion, a glorious autumn blush. Oh, it's so pretty and so smooth. In here, we also have from Profusion the Blush Hour Liquid Blush. This is the kind that looks like this, and I think these came out before the ones from She Glam came out, so I know sometimes people think that Profusion copied She Glam, but I think these Profusion ones were first. Anyway, I just adore this liquid formula, and that is the shade Rosé. Ooh, I absolutely loved wearing this from Laura Mercier. This is the shade Chai, a beautiful neutral blush. Someone asked me if I thought this blush was pinky neutral. I would say that it is. It leans slightly pinky neutral. It's a beautiful sheer blush. I have Honest Beauty Rose Pink in here, the old version. Looks like that. Also, I have the Rare Beauty blush in the shade Nearly Neutral. This is not my favorite formula, but I do like it just fine. And the packaging is absolutely just adorable. And that's what Nearly Neutral looks like. Here we have the Revlon blush in the shade Apricot, which I don't think is an apricot color. I think it's quite rosy. The Revlon blushes are actually very, very nice. I have a Pat McGrath blush here. This is the shade Divine Rose 3. Does anyone know what that means? Like, is this like the third version of Divine Rose, or the third time it was released? Like, what does it mean? I don't know, but these blushes are very pretty, and this is what Divine Rose looks like. I also have a NYX blush in here, and this is one of the new Buttermelt blushes. This is the shade Feeling Better, which is the kind of toasty rose color, kind of a coppery rose. Wow, look at that blush next to the other ones. You could tell how incredibly pigmented it is, but it's beautiful. And then I have a blush palette in here. I ended up putting the rest of my Salt New York products in this palette, and I did use both of these blushes. I have Maple and Rose or Rosy. This one is Maple and this one is Rose. If you are into cream products and you haven't tried Salt New York, I highly recommend. Very, very beautiful cream blushes. All right, let's talk about some palettes and such. So I had this blush palette pulled out from NARS. This is the Rising Star Cheek palette. I just really love this shade. I really, really do. I ended up using this one this month. I thought it was glorious. Some of these other shades I admit I don't really wear, and I have contemplated, do I keep this whole palette just for this shade? But at the moment I have the room and I really like it, so yeah. As you can tell, I've been contemplating some decluttering, but this is definitely going to be staying around for now anyway. I had my Natasha Denona I Need a Nude palette out. I can't believe I only used this one time. It's because I'm trying to wrap up some of my other eyeshadow projects, so I've been using a lot of other things. I think at this point I'm going to put this away because I have some eyeshadows I want to test in this next month, but I'm definitely going to be coming back to this winter because I really do like the color story in here. There, I realized the light is slightly different. I decided to shut off the overhead light. It's just so dark already outside. I was trying to give myself a little bit more light, but it was throwing a weird shadow. Anyway, we're moving on. We're going to sit here in the dark. I'm also going to put this Hourglass palette away. I'm probably going to pull my other one and just switch out between them every other month so they can get equal use. But I was using this very heavily in the past month or two This is the new one that normally comes in the dragon packaging, and I just love it. I can put this one away from Charlotte Tilbury. This is the Super Nudes Easy Eye Palette. It looks like nothing, but it's glorious. I absolutely love it. Then I have YSL Stora dolls here. Another one that many people might consider very boring, but I love. Okay, so usually now at this point we would go into my drawers of makeup and pick stuff out, which we'll get to that eventually, but I have had a lot of my Black Friday orders coming in, so I actually have a ton of new makeup to try. I'm going to show that all to you, and then we'll go into the makeup drawers. I have some new primers to try. These are from Bobbi Brown, the Enriched face base and then the eye base. Obviously this isn't really a primer, it's just an eye cream, but anyway, I want to make sure and give these a really good testing. So instead of putting them in my bathroom where they gotta kind of compete with other moisturizers, I'm going to put them out here and try and use them as primers before I focus on them as a moisturizer. I have a sample here of the Prada foundation to try. I hear amazing things about it. We'll see if it's up to the hype. I got 2 shades here for samples, LW5 and LW10. So we'll put those there. That should be interesting. So this just came. I am so excited. I waited for Makeup Forever sale during Black Friday to get this, and I'm so excited. So this is their blush and highlighter cream palette. It has 6 blushes and 6 highlighters. Honestly, a few of these highlighters look like blushes to me, and some of those blushes, I'm not sure if I'll ever use them, but I do think I'll use at least most of this palette, and I cannot wait to try it. I haven't even swatched it yet, so very, very exciting. Should I swatch it here for the first time with you guys? Let's do it. Okay, so here are the blush shades. These 2 are the ones I'm really concerned about, but maybe they'll be interesting layered with other blushes. I'll see, but these 4 look very promising, and the formula feels so nice and creamy and so lovely. Oh, I'm excited. Okay, let me swatch the highlighters. Okay, that bottom row is the highlighters. I have a feeling I'm gonna enjoy this palette very, very much. I will, of course, keep you updated. So exciting. But that is not the only blush. Oh no. I'm in the middle of testing this one from Hourglass. This came in my FabFitFun box. This is one of the Vanish stick blushes. This is the shade Beloved. That's the color. I was looking on the website and they described it as a cream to powder formula that's supposed to have some blurring to it. We'll see. And then this literally came in the mail today. I'm so excited. I know this is a highlighter, but I'll use it as a blush. This is the Skin Glazing in the shade Truth. I was just swatching it earlier and just going gaga over it. Look at how pretty that is. Obviously, as a blush, I'll have to be really careful with it because it's very glowy. But I might just have to use that as a blush topper, but oh, it's gorgeous. And then I just got these at TJ Maxx. So I keep hearing these are fantastic, and I'm very hopeful that they are. So these are from Catrice. This one is the Matte Air Blush, and this is the glowy one. And the matte one I got in the shade Peach Heaven. So this is Peach Heaven. I think that actually looks really pretty. I'm excited. And then there's a glowy one is in the shade Cloud Wine. And I must be honest, that actually looks really, really beautiful as well. Ooh. Okay, moving on to lip products. New ones to my collection. So from About Face, this is one of the lip butters, and I have the shade Cherry Pick. I hear amazing things about this product. I'm very interested to see. Let's click it up. Ooh, it looks very, very creamy. Can't wait to try. These were 50% off too at Ulta, the Bare Minerals Gloss Balm. I chose the shade Ingenuity, which is a very, very light dusty pink. This came in my FabFitFun box. I haven't even tried it yet. This is one of the Slip Shine lipsticks from Fenty. This is the shade Cookies and Cocoa, which that looks very, very pretty as well. From that same box, we have some Tower 28 lip products. These are the Juice Balms in the shade Mix and Shake. This more orangey one is Mix. This more pinky one is Shake. This light is not helping, but hopefully you get kind of an idea. I've had these sitting in my vanity for a while, and I really, really need to focus on actually testing them. These are minis of the Bobbi Brown cream eyeshadows. I got these at TJ Maxx. We have Golden Bronze and Moonstone. That's what those look like. I have worn them a little bit, but not enough to get my thoughts together. So hopefully by putting them in my Shop My Stash, I'll finally do that. And then a friend gave me this from Thrive. This is one of the eyeshadow sticks, and this is the shade Kaylin. And this looks to be a very deep brown, which I know that's why my friend gave it to me, because she's like, I'll never wear this. But I thought I could at least try it as an eyeliner. It's very creamy. That's really, really pretty. And then I picked up the Coastal palette from Alter Ego. So I believe this is their dupe to the Huda Beauty Rose Quartz palette, which I never picked up, even though it was always on my list and I never got it. So that's what this looks like. I am going to be testing this month. I am so excited. I've swatched these, but haven't put any of them on my eyes yet, so I'm really, really excited to try it out. Okay, that was a lot of items. That's all the new stuff in my collection. So now let's go and shop my stash. Okay, here we are in my foundation drawer. I think I'm just going to take these two over here. This is the Ilia Stick Foundation. This recently came out, and they sent this to me in PR. I was so grateful. This is the shade 3W Spruce, and it's actually a super duper shade for me. This, you have to be careful not to apply too much because it can look heavy, but the actual shade match is incredible. It like blends right in with my skin. And then the Make It Forever Reboot Foundation, which, how dare Make It Forever take this away. I use the shade Y218. And here we have my face spray, samples, and bronzers, all in the same drawer. I have one very specific one in particular to try, and that is this Gucci one. So this was my only purchase during the Sephora sale. I, of course, picked up the lightest shade, shade number 1. I have been patiently waiting to try this, and I am so excited. That's what the shade looks like on me. I think it looks fantastic. Let's also choose a cream bronzer. Might as well pull out my favorite from Makeup by Mario. I don't want to open it for you because it's kind of messy in there and gross. I don't want to show you, but this is the lightest shade and I love it. Okay, let's move on to highlighter. All right, I'm gonna be testing out a lot of cream highlighters from the Make It Forever palette, so I don't need to pick out any creams, but I have been thinking about this one from MAC. I saw someone mention it in a video. Maybe I want to use it again. So this is Soft and Gentle, which I guess in comparison to some highlighters, it's soft and gentle, but I don't know. I feel like it's not really a slouch highlighter. I feel like it has lots of shine. I mean, look at that. It's beautiful, but soft and gentle? I don't know. Anyway, I'm looking forward to using it. Let's move on over to a different drawer. All right, here's some of my lip products. I've been doing a lot of rearranging. A lot of the lip products that used to be in here are now in a different little storage area. I don't feel the need to go over to that little spot because I have so many new lip products to test, but I do have a couple products in here I want to use again before the end of the year, before I do my year-end roundup. So I think I'm actually going to pull both of these from Nabla and from Fenty. Both of these are sheer lipstick tinted lip balm type products. The Nabla is the Beyond Jelly sheer lipstick. I have the shade Luz, which is a beautiful kind of cool brown. And then the Fenty Gloss Stick. I think that's what this is called. Oh, Gloss Balm Sticks. And this is the shade Spice Cold, which I know I like this, but I just want to use it again before my roundup, which looks like that. They're kind of similar colors, aren't they? But it looks like the Fenty is definitely a bit warmer and more pigmented. Now, as for face palettes and little eyeshadow palettes, since I put the other I can speak, Hourglass palette away, I will pull out this one. This is from last year. And I did put this Auric palette away. I was testing it quite a bit last month, but I find that I want to test this balm with other foundations as like a under foundation kind of glowy product. It looks kind of funny right now because I was using a stipple brush on it. That's why it looks funky. Anyway, so, and I kind of want to use that highlight more. I just love it. So I'm gonna pull this too. Now, as for some eyeshadows, I've been thinking quite a bit about this little palette from Natasha Denona lately. This is the Starlit palette. Cute. Yeah, let's pull that out. Also, I want this one from ColourPop. This is Going Coconuts. I've had this one for years and the product is still beautiful. Considering I have that other palette to test, I think that's where I'm going to stop with palettes. And I will end here in my most ridiculous category. This is blushes. As I go through the month, I will take each blush that I use, put it in my little tower, and in my next Shop My Stash, I will share which ones I pulled for the month. I've been really enjoying this process of just letting myself choose one every single day. It's been a lot of fun. Oh, I forgot to mention, I'm gonna insert this. My beverage of the day. I almost always am drinking tea, but sometimes, weirdly enough, lately I've been craving iced coffee. So here's my iced coffee. Nothing exciting. Okay, that's my drink of the day. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that you have a wonderful day. I will see you again very soon in the next one. Bye.